starting to feel like a villain. Fighting myself, I'm not winning. Lately I've been too afraid to admit it. Pushing the weight of the world on my shoulders, I don't even know how I'm dealing. Feel like a part of me missing, and I've been looking around, but it's not in my vision. All that I got is earned, not given, but I feel locked down like my brain in prison. Spend a couple thousand to ease my mind, then I get it back, but I know I'm not fine. Everything built up all over time, but I gotta let it out, I can't hold it inside. Keep a smile on my face when they looking at me, but I know that's my only disguise. I'll be trying to get away from my problems. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like I've been under pressure. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, I won't let up. I know when I fall down, I gotta just get up. I brush it all off, I'm better than ever. Been through a lot, but I'm never gonna settle. Know that I've been heating up like a kettle. Thinking back when I was studying dental, now I got plaques coming on the way, that's special. Yeah, they all come from my spot, but I never stop moving. Gotta do more when I feel like I'm losing. Putting in work, that's the only solution. You the only one who you really be fooling. Damn, trying to find peace inside my head. I've been talking to God, but I'm left on red. I ain't got time to be feeling upset, so I keep doing my best. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them.
You love listening to your favorite artists, and we love listening to you. So let's talk. Click now to take part in our short survey, and you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists ad-free. Sound good? Then all you need to do is hit the banner now for your chance to win.
We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, run it up, made a lot, but that's not enough. Got the labels all calling us, talking to me, but I hang it up, cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras, song a week and that stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal, I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like 02, getting my bread, now how about you? 100%, that's all I do, so now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see, yeah, they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on the rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I couldn't pay the room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Let me tell you right now, I'm the realest. Ain't nobody else ever do it like I did it. I ain't really had a competition in a minute. And a lot of other rappers out here flying spirit. I'ma stay consistent, feeling like a man on a mission.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, June 2nd, 2021. We have a big show. Going to talk about LeBron looking like I don't know, he was soft last night. Walked off the court with time left. You got the Nets advancing to the next round. Mayweather versus Paul. Jake Paul going to fight Tyron Woodley. Got quite a pretty good show here today, so let's get to it. Dude, Tyron Woodley is going to knock Jake Paul out. Give a shout out to Bazanji for the music. Check him out. No, we'll talk about that first since Matt already made a comment. Dude, Tyron Woodley is going to knock Jake Paul the fuck out. I don't know why. Oh, shit. You're nuts. Tyron Woodley ain't no Ben Askren, dude. Tyron Woodley's a lot better on his feet than Ben Askren. He has a lot of power in them hands. Jake Paul better hope them big gloves slow them hands down a little bit or he's in trouble. Also, hey, dude, we have Mayweather versus Logan Paul's this Sunday. You going to come through for that, Matt? Sunday evening, it starts at... Main card starts at 8 o'clock. There's 4 fights on it. And, Mayweather and Logan Paul are the main event. We're going to be live. Speaking of that, we're going to be live Saturday night for the UFC fight night. Rosenstruck versus Sakai. We'll be live at 6:30 for that. Main card on that starts at 7. Then Sunday we'll be live at 7:30 for the Mayweather-Logan Paul fight. Main card of that starts at 8. There's 4 fights on that. Also on that Mayweather and Logan. Also on the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. He's making his pro boxing debut. He's kicking off the main card. He'll be the first fight of the main card. So he'll fight at 8 o'clock Sunday night. So we'll be live for that. Come join us. Dude, I'm telling you, Jake Paul is getting knocked out. Tyron Woodley has some power in his hands. He ain't no Ben Askren. Ain't no Ben Askren at all. What do you think's going to happen in this Mayweather Logan Paul fight? I don't think Logan Paul is going to be able to hardly hit him. Mayweather's just going to be defensive, counter punch. I know Logan Paul's a lot bigger, but dude, if he beats Mayweather, fuck. The boxing community is going to go fucking crazy. Fucking dude that hasn't ever won a fight, knock out fucking maybe one of the best boxers ever. Fucking undefeated dude. Boxing community will lose its mind. They'll lose their fucking mind if Logan Paul somehow beats Mayweather. NBA playoffs. Nets beat the Celtics last night. They advanced to the next round. They'll play the Bucks. That series starts this Saturday. I think that's going to be a good series, but I don't know if anybody has enough defense to slow down the Nets. I mean, Boston stayed with them for 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, fucking Durant, Harden, and Irving, all 3 of them went fucking nuts. I mean, all three of them went fucking crazy. there. And then Denver, they take a 3-2 series lead. They win in double overtime, 147-140. Dame Lillard put on one of the best fucking. That might have been the best game I've ever seen somebody play in a game I've watched. That dude was fucking unstoppable. He put up 55, and there at the end, he hit like 5 threes in a row to keep tying the game up and send it in the overtimes. But that's the problem, though. He had 55 points, like 10 assists, and 8 rebounds or something, and they still lost. So, I mean, he put on one of the. I mean, it wasn't Dame Lillard's fault they lost. Like I said, that was one of the best performances I've ever seen. But with that being said, Portland has to give him some help. McCollum's decent. I think he ended up with 20 something, but he struggled with threes. But he hit a big one there at the end. But I just don't. They don't have enough help. And then what happened to their defense? I mean, you can't give up 140 something points either team. I know it went in double overtime, but still. But so Denver takes a 3-2 series lead. Here was a stat I thought was interesting. Teams that win Game 5 of a 2-2 series win the series 82% of the time. So the team that takes the 3-2 lead wins 82% of the time. So that's not boding good for Portland. And then it's not boding good for the Lakers because Lakers lost to the Suns 115-85 last night. Suns take a 3-2 lead in that series. LeBron didn't even look interested in the game from the beginning. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if he's hurt or if he was just. I don't know. From the beginning of the game, he didn't look interested in playing. Lakers they were down by like 30 points at halftime. I mean, it was never even a game. Booker had 30. Paul had a good game. Yeah, and then there's almost 6 minutes left in the game, and LeBron walks off the court and goes to the locker room. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, you say fuck you guys, walk out on your team, go in the locker room and fucking chill, and pout because you had a bad game. He wasn't aggressive. He came out. He wasn't looking to shoot. They give him the ball, and while the Suns were trying to do, they were just trying to keep him out of the paint. So there was times he had open. I mean, he had jumpers he could take, and he'd pass the ball. He wasn't being aggressive, trying to score. Like I said, he didn't look right to me. He didn't look. I don't know if it's because he's getting older or if I don't know what it was, but he didn't look interested in playing last night for some reason. Hopefully tomorrow night. Well, not really. Hopefully, because I'm not a big Lakers fan anyway. I'm a Pacers fan, but LeBron didn't look very good last night. You can't just walk off the court mad because you're getting beat. Walk off the court with fucking 6 minutes left in the game. But if the Lakers don't come out and play defense, they're in trouble. I mean, that's the only way they're going in this series. They need Anthony Davis back, and then they got to play defense. You can't people are just going for a wide open layup. It looked like a fucking layup line in damn warm-ups. I don't know what the hell. They weren't playing no defense last night. Nobody was on the Lakers. And if that don't change, they're in trouble. That's the only way they're going to win this series is by playing defense because especially if Davis isn't in the game. And if Davis does come back tomorrow night, how healthy is he going to be? I don't know how healthy LeBron is. He looks like he's moving pretty good, but I don't know. He hasn't been aggressive. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the ankle or why, but he hasn't been aggressive trying to score. He has to come in tomorrow and take over the game. He has to be the best player on the court for the Lakers to win tomorrow, whether Davis plays or not, because even if Davis plays, he's not going to be 100%. So LeBron has to come out tomorrow and take control of the game. And if he's the GOAT, like a lot of people want to claim he is, he has to come out and take control of that game tomorrow. Be the best player on the court. And we'll see if he can be. Quite possibly he might be able to be. But there's also a good chance that from what I've seen here in the last few games, I think the Lakers are done. I think the Suns are going to win tomorrow night and move on. I think the Lakers are going to be out in the first round. They're not healthy, and I don't know. They're not playing. They're not fired. They look. I don't know. They kind of look tired. I don't know. They don't look fired up like they're in the playoffs, ready to fucking go. But real quick before we move on to something else, don't forget we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 o'clock with our sports betting show, Easy Money. Come join us. We're giving out winners. I was 5-1 with my picks on Monday. Steve was 1-4 on Monday. He struggled a little bit, but hell, he'll get back on it. He usually does real good. If you want to get my picks I gave out today, you can check out Easy Money on YouTube. It'll also be out on in podcast form here in just a little while. You can get that at Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify. Then also we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Gonzo'S Sports Room GSR at 1 p.m. And then also if you want to listen to the audio version, you can find it the audio version on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify. Check out our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Next thing I was going to talk about is this Nets-Bucks series. Do the Bucks have enough firepower to score enough points to beat the Nets? Or can their defense slow the Nets down enough? I don't know. But the whole thing I go back to is the Nets haven't played together very much. They've only played like 13, 14 games together as a group. Now, don't get me wrong, the last couple games they've looked pretty good, but the first three quarters against Boston of that game were close, and Boston was shorthanded. I mean, Boston didn't have Walker, they didn't have Williams. I mean, they were shorthanded, and that game was close until Brooklyn exploded in the fourth quarter. I mean, Boston won a game. There was another game Boston had led most of the game. So, I mean, it ain't like the Nets just dominate them from start to finish. I mean, there was parts where the Nets struggled. I think the Bucks is a better team than the Celtics. I look for it to be a good series. But the big question to me is how the Bucks can the Bucks slow the Nets down some. And your problem is you got a big problem if Joe Harris starts hitting the threes. When Joe Harris gets hot, you're in trouble. Because then they're almost unstoppable. Because if you stopped them from driving, you crowd the box to stop them from driving in the paint, they're going to kick it out to Harris. And fuck, when he's on, you're in trouble. I think that's going to be a real good series. That series will start on Saturday. Yeah, that series starts Saturday. And then I believe, give me 1 second. Because, come on. I think the Lakers game 5 is on Thursday. And I think game 5 of the Nuggets series is on Thursday. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, tonight you got the 76ers and Wizards. Joel Embiid is doubtful in that game. If he don't play, Sixers could be in trouble for tonight. Then you have game 5 of the Hawks and Knicks. Hawks are up 3-1. You have that tonight at 7:40. You have the Grizzlies and Jazz tonight. And you have the Mavs Clippers tonight. So that's a good slate of basketball games on night. Then on Thursday is game 5 of the Denver Portland series is Thursday at 8. And Thursday at 10:30 is the Suns Lakers game 5. And the Bucks and Nets start Saturday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So a lot of basketball the next few days. Also, we're going to be live this Saturday night at 6:30 for the UFC Fight Night. You have Rosenstruck versus Sakai. It should be a pretty good card. A lot of fighters I haven't personally heard of, but looking at the card and records and stuff, looks like it should be a pretty good card. Then we'll be live Sunday night, 7:30, for the Mayweather Logan Paul fight. Also on that fight, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, he makes his pro boxing debut. He's going to be the first fight of that card, the main card. Main card starts at 8 o'clock Sunday night. We'll be live at 7:30. Come hang with us. It'll be a good time. Speaking of that, on Saturday you got the UFC Fight Night. Like I said, it should be pretty good. Prelims start like at 5 or 4 or 5. We'll be live at 6:30. Main card starts at 7. Let's talk some NFL. Ian Rappaport was saying yesterday that he doesn't think Rodgers will be traded. If Rodgers retires, he would have to pay back like, I think it was like $8 million or something in a signing bonus or something like that if he was to retire, if they don't trade him. From what I was hearing today, they're saying Green Bay is not going to trade him, and everybody thinks that Rodgers isn't going to show up. He's going to sit out. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Another interesting thing I saw yesterday is Tim Tebow has the number 1 selling jersey. But not only the number 1 selling jersey, he has the number 1 and number 2. His home jersey and his road jersey, both are the number 1 selling jerseys, or number 1 and 2 selling jerseys right now. And then Justin Fields is number 3, 4, and 5. So I guess the 49ers have like 3 different jerseys, and 3, 4, and 5, number 3, 4, and 5 seller are all Justin Fields, which is crazy for, a rookie and he wasn't even the number 1 pick. His jersey's going like crazy. Like we talked about earlier, Jake Paul's going to fight Tyron Woodley. I think Tyron Woodley's going to knock him the fuck out. I think Jake Paul bit off a little more than he can chew this time. That's going to be on Showtime instead of Triller, so it should be maybe a little bit better of a show. Which I like the shows on Triller, though, because I like the Snoop Dogg concerts and shit. That was pretty cool. Another thing with the Lakers is, where's Montrezl Harrell? Why are they not playing Montrezl Harrell at all? He was the 6th man of the year last year, and now he's just sitting on the bench in the playoffs. I understand that Drummond's a little bit bigger and get you rebounds, but you need a spark, especially with Davis out, and Harrell can score the ball. He can give you some energy. I think Vogel and the Lakers coaching staff are making a big mistake there. I don't understand how you go from 6th man of the year to not getting no playing time at all in the playoffs in a series that you're down 3-2 in. And like I said earlier, teams that go up 3-2 in a series that's tied 2-2 win series 82% of the time. That's a high percentage. Kind of crazy that it's that high, be honest with you. Barkley called Anthony Davis street clothes because he's always injured. Everybody made got a big chuckle and made a big deal about that last night. Roethlisberger said it was his idea to restructure his contract and stuff, which that was fine. But the thing that I took out of what he said was he gave praise to Dwayne Haskins, saying that he throws one of the sweetest balls and he could throw a ball through a car wash and it wouldn't get wet. Roethlisberger was giving high praise to Haskins. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe Haskins is maturing and doing what he needs to do and get back to playing football. Because I think he has potential. I think Pittsburgh's a good spot for him because he plays a little bit like Big Ben, especially when Big Ben was younger. Haskins can get out of the pocket. He's a big dude. So I like to hear that because, like I said, I've been kind of a fan of his. Then you have Danny Ainge retires from president of basketball for the Celtics. Brad Stevens is taking over as the president of basketball operations. And Brad Stevens is going to lead the head coaching search to basically replace himself. I've already heard the name of Jason Kidd. That's the big name. That's the main name I've heard so far for the Celtics job. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Jason Kidd or maybe Chauncey Billups. I'd like to see Mark Jackson get another coaching job. I don't know if it's just he don't want to coach. Maybe he don't want to coach. Maybe he's cool with being on TV. Well, hey, which I don't blame him. Hey, if you're making good money doing what you're doing. But he done a hell of a job when he was with the Warriors, so I've always wanted him to kind of get back into coaching. But like I said, maybe he don't want to coach. Maybe that's why he hasn't got another chance, is because he don't want another chance. Let's see. What else we got? Let's see, what else do we have? I think that's... Now they're talking that Urban Meyer's going to use Tebow in the same Taysom Hill type way. Which I think, I don't know, I don't like that. I think use him as a tight end. If he's good enough to play tight end, let him play tight end. But why take the ball out of your rookie quarterback's hand? That I think it's going to be, like I said, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be fucking tough. I'm a big Lawrence fan. I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of this class. I just hope the Jags build around him, and I think Urban Meyer's going to do a good job. It seems like so far anyway. They've got some weapons. They're not. I don't think they're going to be that bad of a team, which kind of sucks. I'm a big Indianapolis Colts fan, so I don't want the Jags to be good. But I don't care if they're good because Colts are going to be better this year. We should have won a few more games than we did last year. I think we'll be right back in the mix this year. But let's see. Before we get out of here, I'll go ahead and give you guys the picks I put out on Easy Money today. For the NBA, I took the Atlanta Hawks and New York Knicks over 208.5. And then for the Grizzlies Jazz game, I took Conley to have 3 or more 3-pointers, plus the Jazz win. Got that on FanDuel as a performance player double. Get that plus 134. And then in baseball, I took the Rays money line over the Yankees, the Mets money line over the Diamondbacks, the Braves money line over the Nationals, and then in hockey, I took Vegas money line over the Avalanche. That was the picks I gave out today on our sports betting show, Easy Money. Check it out. You can check it out on YouTube or Facebook, and it's also on a podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor, Spotify. It's also on Twitch. Before we get out of here, we stream live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. 11 a.m. is Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. At 1 p.m., we have GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room. And then this Saturday night, we'll be live at 6:30 for the UFC Fight Night. Rosenstruck versus Sakai is the main event. And then Sunday, we'll be live at 7:30 with live coverage and reaction to Mayweather versus Logan Paul. That main card starts at 8. We'll be live at 7:30. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo's Sports Room. Check out our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. If you like the show, tell a friend about it. Share our stuff. We appreciate all the support and all the help we've been getting. Other than that, you guys have a good Wednesday. See you guys Friday morning at 11. Hope everybody has a good rest of the week. Peace.
In a minute, and a lot of other rappers out here flying spirit. I'ma stay consistent, feeling like a man on a mission, ballin' like I play for the Pistons, but I'm Blake Griffin. I'ma switch cities, doing shows. I be living on the road, going all around the globe. When it come down to it, I'ma never settle. I be trying to get the bands like it's heavy metal. I'ma put my foot down, keep it on the pedal, cause nobody ever gave me shit. I had to go and get it. I've been here for a while like a veteran, been through a lot, but it turned me to a better man. Everything I do is me and myself. Now I gotta be a legend when I put it on a shelf. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me, cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Hey, this an 8-figure mindset. A lot of people want it, but they scared of the progress. I ain't from the projects, but I got my own story that a lot of y'all couldn't ever really process. Did it when nobody would've given me a second. Now they all come around giving me a lesson. If you ain't want it back then, you ain't coming where I'm headed. I've been thinking I'm the greatest, even if nobody said it. I'm a spaz on the beat, ain't nobody that compete. In a whole different league, they ain't never catching me. I'm the only one to be calling shots for the team. If I want it